become this year's world champion. Impala, a former world champion, one of the most recent ones as well, able to fight down one of the new kids. It's just crazy to see this like clash of eras that we are getting right here. But these are some of the OGs, the old school, going at it right now in game number 1. It's Sandstorm versus Impala.
It's cool that we get to see these dream matches because like players come and go. That's just kind of how time works. Nobody stays around forever. Okay, I'm already starting out, putting out about 50 damage over here onto Impala from Sandstorm. But it's like you think these are never going to happen, and then like Impala is just still staying relevant, and Sandstorm is still staying relevant.
Yes.
So we actually get to see these dream matches.
See what happens right here. A little bit of a damage lead already off the bat for Sandstorm, but that is a good positional advantage. GCD Light doesn't connect towards the stage, so Sandstorm, some signs of life already on this first stock.
I think Bow Ground Pound might have, at one point it had the largest fixed force that you get from any ground pound in the game. So like even when you hit that at yellow, you could potentially set up for the KO there. Sandstorm had enough movement in the air to be able to go wide from the stage so he could get behind and still fade over back into the stage so he didn't get hit by the GCD Light.
All that being said though, this is a stock down for Impala. Sandstorm approaching red, just getting into red actually right now. Has to fight his way back towards the stage. No weapon spawn in sight for just a moment. Has to aggress forward into Impala and that bow, waiting for that weapon spawn on the other side. Able to sneak one through though. Oh, wow, what a brave reversal to go for.
Oh, that interrupted the recovery and the bonk on the head. He tried to exchange one of his jumps for a recovery as well, which is why you saw that weapon toss also give that same kind of stars effect coming out.
Of course. Okay, Spear back online right there, looking for the anti-air. Not going to get too much more air after that.
Nice.
Lets the signature rip, though. Impala doesn't want anything to do with it. Get some dodge reads online. We're not going to get the chance to on this stock. Impala falls to last in this game number 1. Really, the Katars have not been doing too much yet.
He's just really struggling to find his way in and get like we've seen some solid Qatar play so far in this top 4 and this top 8 really. So like we know what Qatar players are looking for here just based off of what we've seen today. They're looking for the half pipe, which he tried to start there. Ended it with that neutral air. Unfortunately, the dodge came through from Sandstorm.
Yeah,
so
you wonder if he's just starting to run out of runway though. I mean, already in light orange right now, needs to get this stock off on Sandstorm. Sights back in hand. We saw how lethal he could be with these reversal opportunities, especially on the left side here earlier in this game. Doesn't want to press the button right there. There's the whiff punish. That is enough to disarm as well. Okay, it doesn't hit.
Dodge comes through. Your recovery right after that in the GC side sig. Of course, using your dodge, this is, for those who are unfamiliar, a gravity cancel in Brawlhalla is if you have your dodge off of cooldown, you can spot dodge in place and then cancel that into a grounded move, which in that case was the side signature.
Okay, we see Sandstorm with the lead here. First time on the Mirage in this top 8 too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So. Yeah, this has been like sort of one of his alternative picks.
Yeah.
He's never, I think, typically done that well with it. Like he'll maybe start out with it, and then if things start not going his way, he'll turn over to like the Mordex, the classic pick. But at least so far, he may not have to do that. But Impala kind of digging deep, going back to the old me.
Yeah.
And grabbing that Kaya.
I miss the old me. Let's see. Okay, a little bit of a cross-up right there from Sandstorm, but Impala gets to go to work with the bow for just a moment. Looking for the ground pound. We all saw it from a mile away, but Impala not able to pull the trigger quickly enough.
Now, that spear recovery is very punishable if you get it right in the middle where your opponent's hurt box is, but he was just a little bit too deep into the push-off column, so that Sandstorm was close enough to the wall that the left side, or really the right side in that case, was able to make a connection.
Wow, Sandstorm threading the needle right there, picks up the scythe, goes for the signature as well, does not connect. Now playing from disadvantage on the other side of the stage, able to touch down though, so a little bit no harm, no foul as both players are approaching red. What a counterplay though from Impala.
He went with the GC Inlight. That's giving him like almost the max amount of hitbox frames, of active frames that you can get over there, so you don't have to quite time it like you would if you're going with the GCD Light.
Okay. Impala with that first strike. Does he want to defend the weapon? Just at least able to get a hit before it's the Spear Ditto.
Yeah, he's just kind of playing the simple, safer moves here. He's going for the side light into the jump neutral air rather than like the side light, get the dodge, go for the second side light, double D light side air. He's just simple recoveries. He's playing hit by hit. Now he's going to go for it.
What a wait from Impala as well. You saw him get that recovery earlier. That was the first time he really went for something pretty aggressive with that gravity cancel D-Light. Not able to get too much more after that, but patrolling this weapon spawn. And Sandstorm says, you know what, I'm just going to breakdance on it.
I think the way that Sandstorm started this stock, Impala was like, okay, I may lose my stock here soon, so I'm going to play carefully and play safely. Maybe I get 3 hits and then I get knocked out. But then he realized like, oh, I'm just going to keep going here because I'm getting all of these hits. I'm getting these follow-ups. Then you see the double side light come out. Then you even see that D-Sig. He didn't hit that. He got punished for for it. But still, he's like, you know what? I'll just go for it. I've already added a ton of damage.
Wait a minute. Okay, Sandstorm starting to build this damage percentage back. That recovery position wasn't optimal enough to get that KO off the top just yet. Sandstorm, another lease on life for this second stock. Let's see what he's got. He primed that second one as well.
Dude, Sandstorm is playing such a clean, safe, grounded game right now. Tried to go for the D-Sig, which actually moves your hurt box down into the stage, but the hit from Impala came out just in time before that hurt box kind of melts down into the stage.
That is enough from one BCX champion to another. He says, you're not going to get one set easy on me. Impala just goes off the top to go to last.
And think about that huge lead we were talking about moments ago.
Impala starting the action on Arm once again. That's kind of been a big theme of these first couple of games. And at least he can tell he can pick up one of these weapons. Sandstorm reversal opportunity, really necessary recovery from Impala to get back towards stage, but Sandstorm keeping the pressure on heavy right now.
Great GCD light. I'm surprised that actually made a connection.
Yeah.
That was kind of a bold move to go for because it really puts you over the corner right where Sandstorm would want to punish you.
Oh, he waited. Ooh. Okay, necessary jump once again. Impala just kind of scraping by wherever he can. Sandstorm has really turned the corner. There's the pogo covering with the wall as well with the weapon toss. Enough to do it on arm recovery. Impala, excuse me, has one more shot here.
Sandstorm still has weapon advantage back-to-back in lights. That's going to give him plenty of room to grab the bow. Goes for the D-Sig over the corner. He's going to have to be careful. The strong GCD light. That time he's using the active input to get the stronger version of the hit that sends in the direction where your opponent came from rather than turning and whipping around the other direction.
Okay, so with that, Sandstorm up 2.
He's up 2-0.
On Impala right now. Needs to make some big adjustments. And I think, like you said, Sparky, Impala was up like tremendously in that previous game. Sandstorm just slowly but surely clawed his way back into relevance for game number 2. Is it enough momentum to carry him through a third game, or does he have to keep on fighting Impala?
Okay, there's the D-light into the side air from Kaya here. There's the neutral light. But man, dude, Sandstorm does such a good job of sending him over to the edge all the time.
Dude, he was sweat beating there too. I mean, that's like such a crazy attempt to go for just to maintain advantage. Okay, trying to go off the backboard. Impala doesn't connect. A little bit of intense neutral for just a moment. Signature comes through. It's not enough.
Oh, look how much room he's giving Sandstorm, even though Impala has the weapon advantage. So much respect.
Wow,
nice.
Yeah, just all it takes is just the Sarah right there to get that first stock. Once again, same song and dance, though, as game number 2. Impala strikes first. It looks dominant, but Sandstorm somehow finds a way. Will it be the same situation?
Giving Sandstorm a lot of room there.
Oh, he's sweat beating. You saw that really early, too.
Dude, Sandstorm is just like glued to the ground on that stage.
Okay, Nair to get out of trouble. With punish, huge.
Oh, see, that time he went for the D-light right after the side light. Though I think like one of the iterations before, he went, of course, for the side light into the second side light, but he noticed that there was a jump that came out from Impala to get away from that second side light, so he just called that out this time and went for the D-light.
A little bit of awkward positioning right now, just in terms of finding that first opening. Sandstorm gets the action started, weapon toss throws it away. There's nothing in sight for at least a moment right here. And the Nair was just going to deny it for a second, but now it's spear v spear. Ooh, D-light whiffs, that's huge.
Yeah, Sandstorm noticing that after that side light, Impala went back over, like right over his head, so he's going to come back up with just a little bit of movement and then go for the jump side air.
Once again, just not facing the right direction. It's just been such awkward spacing between these two players. I love that dip down from Impala, though. Caught him. Caught him. It's last stock for Impala right here on his elimination side bracket.
Juggling the weapons, that's going to delay the weapon spawn. As long as he possibly can. The weapon spawn is going to favor Sandstorm. Dude, Impala cannot get over to it.
Yeah, just fighting so hard. Just wants to let one signature whip if you're Sandstorm, just to deny a little bit longer. But look at this damage differential now, Sparky.
It's really big in his favor, and I feel like we haven't seen too much really get going from the bow so far from Impala. I don't know if he's going to be really hoping for that second weapon spawn, or maybe he's going to try and get it done with bow.
It might be close. Okay,
just barely.
It didn't disarm, though. Okay. Impala's really got to work for this now. Sandstorm able to get back, regain center stage, tries to let that one whip. It goes to last stock, but Impala has got his work cut out for him.
Now, spear and bow you don't typically think of for that really explosive potential damage output, that like huge stock taking in the blink of an eye ability that weapons like Scythe have. Oh, good job to get out of the way of that ground pound. There's the side light, backing up, being very careful, even dodging. I guess there was a weapon toss that instantly came for him. They're both playing so carefully, Walt.
Yep. Oh, what a
Whoa, what was that?
Impala, you're cooking too hard. You cooked too hard. It was overdone. And that's going to do it. It was a 3-0 going over to Sandstorm here.
He knows that was a misinput, and he threw his hands up. He was very unhappy with that misinput. That's a tough loss for Impala there. That was really kind of the closest game that they had between them. Sandstorm